In the Philippines, few dishes hit as hard as chicken inasal.
It's smoky, tangy, salty, and for a lot of us, it's more than just food. It's home.
But in Manila, everyone claims they've got the best inasal.
So we're putting that to the test.
5 spots.
All eaten fresh in store.
No takeout, no second chances. At the end of this,
One place comes out on top. Wow, that chardo.
Sobrang juicy niya.
Sobrang crispy nung balat niya. Nagsama ang King Inasal at Inasal. I'm Martin at dahil may culinary background ako, I'll be providing info on balance, technique. I'm a big fan of grilling. Cooking it from raw a lot with keeping the good texture. Execution.
Hi, I'm Ynna, taga Bacolod. I grew up eating inasal since I was like 1 year old. So I know my inasal and mataas standards ko. So I want more tanginess. I want to taste that asin factor. Palagi ko na namang hinahanap yung tanginess. So sana in this video, mahanap ko na yung new favorite inasal ko.
I'm Brad, aka Bradley Trice, aka King Inasal. I'm a food content creator and I really love inasal. I'm a food reviewer, so sanay ako mang-hype. I'm like in heaven. I've always had my own personal ranking of the best inasal spots in Manila, but I'm personally excited to find out what Chef Mart's and Ynna's favorites are.
So what we're gonna do for each spot is first taste the chicken, score without talking about it, share our scores with each other and our reasoning behind said scores. After that, the price will be revealed so we can add to the criteria of value for money. At the end of the show, we'll tally the scores to see which one's the best for us.
for every spot, we each rate the inasal out of 10 based on flavor, juiciness and texture, authenticity, overall experience, and value for money. Each category has its own weight, so some matter more than others. We total up our individual scores per location, then combine all three of our scores to get one final average.
Again, the name of the show is Show Me Yours. So each of the spots here are either our favorites or places we got from you guys during our poll last week. So, namit gid.
Bacolod Chicken Parilla brings authentic Bacolod-style grilled chicken to the metro. Owned by young entrepreneurs from Bacolod, it has been a local favorite since at least 2010, with mentions of its main branch drawing crowds for juicy inasal.
We're at our first stop at I'm sandwiched by two inasal experts. Kailangan humble tayo.
Oo, humble
Mas matututo ako sa inyo. We're gonna be trying both paa and pecho for all the spots.
Yes.
Para lang makita natin yung, kasi kapag breast talaga, pag pecho, yan yung pag juicy binigay sa'yo. They know what they're doing. Yes.
So this actually used to be my favorite spot before I went on my inasal binge. I hold this in high regard.
Okay.
Wait, I think we need rice? No, not yet.
Ano muna? Chicken muna.
Huh?
Chicken muna.
Chicken
Tapos
muna.
pwede.
Okay, okay. I trust you. King Inasal.
I'm very curious to see what's on your mind.
Oh, I like it. They cook it in garlic talaga. Kasi some places, di ba? Nilalagyan nila ng garlic. Fried garlic on top, pero ito niluto nila.
Yes, yes.
with
Tsaka
garlic.
from my last visit, parang dumami yung rice.
Ooh. So they have toyo, suka, pero yun lang. They don't really have sa bottle ng chicken oil, so I guess you have to ask for it.
Kayo ba dinidip nyo yung chicken sa
Chicken.
sauce? That's how you normally do it?
Yes.
Ako kasi baliktad. Nilagay ko sa rice.
Ay,
Oo.
so.
Kasi I really like the chicken on its own. So,
Gets,
parang
gets.
pang-add lang sa kanin. It could be wrong, but I'm not from Bacolod.
It's a preference
And yes,
naman.
preferential
It's a
naman.
We don't judge here.
Tapos magbubulong na ako mamaya.
Ano ba yun? Joke lang yun, ah.
Parang hirap sagutin ng content.
I feel like I'm in school. Okay, I'm done.
That's fast. Sa amin
No cheating.
Chanen! Okay, handwriting.
Oh!
Ano na, sa lahat ng mga natikman ko si Inasal, especially in Bacolod, laging merong tangi. May asim siya, even without the sausawan. Pero yung bawang tsaka yung tanglad, medyo malakas. Hinahanap ko yung asim, yung tangi. Yung sa texture niya and juiciness, 7.
Okay, this is my score. So parang same tayo, chef. 6-7. Authenticity, I chose 6 kasi mabawang siya. Pero for me, nakukulangan lang talaga ako sa tang. Hindi ko I wanna taste that asim factor, pero hindi ko siya mahanap. So overall experience, may sausawa naman sila. Nagulat lang ako kasi walang chicken oil. Kasi usually when I go to inasalan spots, may chicken oil na nakabote. Pero you have to request for chicken oil. So that's why it's a 7.
Okay, so I'm a food reviewer, so sanay ako mang-hype. So baka inflated masyado numbers ko. Ako personally, yung preference ko is yung smokiness, yung salty. And flavor-wise, this really hits a spot for me. Yung really qualm ko lang, is yun nga, yung medyo dry siya. And I really, like, there are other places in mind that have this flavor profile that are juicier. So that's why it's a 6 for me. Nagbahal. Papalitan ko.
So I'm gonna give it a 7 because that's around 230
Yes.
with rice. If you get a drink too, abot ka na siguro ng 300. That's a bit pricey, but not too bad.
It's a pretty big chicken naman to look at, 180. Pero para sa akin, it's a bit too much na kasi leading to 200 na yun with rice.
But I guess they increased the prices recently because of baka the global inflation or this area is pretty prime din in QC. Personally, under 250 for Inasal, this good is great.
JT's Manukan Grill started as a small takeout counter in May 2003 along Granada Street. Founded by actor Joel Torre and his wife Christy Azcona Torre, it evolved into a full restaurant serving signature Bacolod chicken inasal that quickly gained fame for its tenderness. Now with over 35 branches, it honors Ilonggo flavors from its historic spot near Old Sapagita Studios.
Honestly, I've only tried at least a couple of spots in our list. Like every time nag-order kami ng staff meal, may malapit kasi na JT's sa work namin.
It's so close.
And yeah,
It's
like
3
walking
minutes away from
distance.
the office.
We always order there and it's always so consistent. Ang laki pa ng betcha nila.
Size for reference.
Betcha mo
Hand for
na.
reference.
Hand reference.
What did we do first?
Oh, it's dripping though. Thank you.
It's so
Wow,
juicy.
wow,
It looks
wow.
really juicy.
At least this one, kompleto, may chicken oil na. You don't have to ask. Because they know everyone wants to ask for chicken oil. Sige, baka you guys want.
Especially if you're shy, no? Kind of hard.
Yeah. Introvert friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, chicken oil infused yung rice. So it's super flavorful. The chicken's already great, but then the rice makes it just like so much better. See, chef, I'm curious to see what his rating of this is.
Okay, don't get mad. I'm just kidding.
For flavor, I give it an 8. I really like the tanginess that I get from the GT's chicken. You taste the smokiness. Grabe, pati pecho, actually. Nagulat ako na mahirap siya maging juicy, Pero this one is really juicy. Authenticity, I give it an 8. May tangi na siya, ma-juicy siya. Pero siguro, yung Bacolod chicken, iba yung ginagamit nilang pampaasim, sinamak, I guess. So, ayun. Siguro I'm just looking for more of that asim factor.
This one is more maasim for me, kaya it's an 8. I give it an 8. But juiciness and texture, you really can't ask for more when it comes to JT's.
Okay, so as the Simon Cowell of this group, so here's the score. For flavor, it's an 8. Hinahanap ko talaga yung merong asim, which they have. Texture-wise, sa akin, crispy yung, nag-crisp up yung skin ng leg, which is really good. Maybe a little bit more char. Wow.
8.
988.
Ooh.
This is probably one of the more expensive ones, if I'm not mistaken. But at the same time, you get what you pay for. Air-conditioned branches, great service, everything you need is in the table. Mezmar and Mao's Chicken Inasal House offers authentic Bacolod Inasal grilled fresh. Known for its flame-grilled flavors, it's praised in recent reviews as one of Manila's top Inasal spots with a focus on the marination of their chicken. Okay, Chef Ynna, welcome to my pick. I was randomly looking for Inasal on Google Maps, and when I saw this, I was like, wait a minute, this place seems like it's promising. High reviews, pero konti lang yung nagre-review. So, well, the first thing that caught my eye really was the price. You'll find out later, but the blue rice is also something. Yes, they use blue ternate rice, but it's actually not that blue. And then may health benefits siya and all. So, the first time I ate here, my initial order was paa and liempo. And then I got another order of liempo and 2 more paas.
Wow.
So,
Naubos mo?
you can tell how much. I wasn't even that hungry that day. So you can tell how much I liked it. As good as the first day, to be honest. First time I ate.
Parang ngayon nga lang tayo tumahimik eh.
It's been consistent, yeah. Every time I eat here, ganun palagi yung lasa.
Damn.
Napacheating ako. Napacheating ako.
I'm a big fan of grilling, so the fact that it was really charred, tas pagka-cut ko with a spoon, narinig ko yung crunch ng skin. Dito paglapag ng chicken, it's still shiny and shimmering. Yeah. And of course, the freaking blue rice, man.
Boom!
Parang dunk contest eh. Etong 9.5 lang overall experience, could have been a 10 if it was more spacious. Kasi when this place is packed, and it's normally packed, medyo masikip lang siya. So it might not be the most comfortable dining experience, but other than that, wala. That's the price you pay for great.
Sometimes
value
good food
in
trumps those
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Kahit pakainin nyo ako nakatayo dito, okay lang.
Juiciness, 10. Actually, this is the juiciest chicken I've had here sa Manila.
Pwede mong pligayin, no?
Authenticity, 9. Yun lang. Same as the flavor. I was just looking for a slight more tang. The place is small, pero it really reminds me of the classic Inasal spot na vibe. Usually sa Bacolod, ganito din siya kalaki eh. 35.
That's insane.
Pwede bang 20 out of 10? Okay yan, consistent tayo. 10.
10.
It's a 10, man.
Ito yung pinakasulit, I think,
You get free
na
soup?
meal.
If you want only rice, parang add 50 yata.
Umalak pa.
Thank you for recommending us Mezmar and Mouse. Sarap.
I don't own it, disclaimer. It's like I own this place.
Oks Manoks specializes in grilled chicken dishes in a lively foodie spot. While we're not sure when exactly they opened, it's actively promoted on social media since at least 2024 and operates daily from 11 a.m., earning buzz among Kapitolyo dinees.
We're on our 4th stop. Ito yung pick ko.
Grabe. Pag ano ko pa lang ng fork,
Drip, drop,
lumabas yung
dripping.
juice. Grabe.
Juicy. That should be at the
Wow,
back of your shirt.
that chardo.
Okay.
Rice though.
Malaking bagay din ng rice, ano? For meals, like if it's good or not.
Grabe. Yeah.
No-brainer siya for me whenever I'm in PC Mart.
And I've talked to a few chef friends. They say they go here more.
Ganito yung taste namin.
Is compared to the kalo-kalo ng JT's, I would say less rich to. Parang
Yeah.
mas
Yeah.
sakto siya.
True.
Yung JT's kasi parang, yes, very flavorful, but ito mas balanced siya na kaya mong ubusin daw, like the whole cup.
Right.
Eh. Oo.
Right, so for my flavor, it's a 7. Parang, I guess the one that I got is lacking sa seasoning ng onte. But last time I went, it wasn't. So, the juiciness and texture, I'm actually pretty happy with it, considering na pecho tong kinakain natin. Authenticity, yung mga hinahanap ko nun, I still haven't found here. So, hence the score. Overall experience, 8. The place is pretty easy to get to. Pag tumingin kayo sa likod, sobrang daming parking. Kompleto sila ng condiments. May suka, toyo, chicken oil, sili, calamansi.
This place has actually been my number 3 for a long time, and it has been 3. Hindi siya namumove. And these are my ratings.
That's hot.
Ikaw, Paula Abdul, for sure. I don't know, am I too old? Am I the only one who knows that?
Hindi ko
you
gets.
don't?
Gets ko.
Okay, thank you.
Flavor 7, 9, 8, 9.
How am I the lowest score giver? And this was
You
my
picked
choice.
Same tayo sa flavor, chef. 7.
Safe
Tas
pala yung
andun
mga
siya.
picks na to. Safe lang.
Right, so for affordability or value for money, mine's 8.5. Tapos add 20 pesos, you get iced tea. I mean, sulit na rin siya sa akin. What if I'm in an all-protein diet? 140 lang, happy ka na. Diba?
In Bacolod, one of the famous spots to get inasal is called Chicken House. Locals would usually choose between this or the more famous and recently Michelin-awarded Aidas. The spot evokes Bacolod hometown vibes with exceptional juicy inasal. It opened a branch in Makati back in 2008 and has been a favorite of many since then. So last but definitely not the least, we are here at the most awaited stop, I would think, for all 3 of us here, Chicken House Express. It's been around for quite some time na in Makati, but has still been flocked to by many people. It's my favorite, number 1 in the rankings, and it is also the favorite for lots of people I know.
Last nakain ko dito around 4 years
years
ago.
ago.
So let's see if same lasa.
This is one of the few spots in Manila that they cook it fresh. So they cook it raw. So it comes out to be juicier than other spots na half cooked lang.
Oh.
So,
Because cooking it from raw actually helps a lot with keeping the good texture of
exactly.
chicken.
Exactly.
I mean, minsan kapag nagngunguya kayo ng manok, tas may sapal, yun, that usually means old na yung chicken, overcooked or
Correct.
pre-cooked.
Correct.
Yun ang sabi sa akin ni Bradley kanina.
Ay, ako ba nagsabi?
Hindi, joke lang. Oh, init. Dying. So everything we've tasted so far, puro regular chicken lang, no?
What do you mean?
Like, there's no native chicken
wala.
here.
From what I
yeah.
know,
From what you've
wala.
tasted too.
Yeah.
Pero
Yeah.
so
So,
far,
kanina
wala
nabanggit
naman
mo.
siyang masyadong difference. It's only with the texture.
And yeah, texture
Pag
and
native, it tends to be
a lot
drier
more
and
chewier.
smaller.
It's chewier than the normal chicken.
Ang alam ko lang na inasal na ganun here is pat-pats. I don't know about the others.
anywhere
They
else.
serve native chicken? Pat-pat?
Yes. From what I know, I've been told.
And we haven't really mentioned, but Brad has tasted like more than 30. More
Yeah.
than 30?
I think it's a safe
Around.
number. Safe number.
Safe
in
number
in the last 5 months.
In 5
Oh,
months, he
that's
ate
the
at 30 inasal spots. So, I don't know, man.
You can say I'm not from Bacolod, but I have it in my blood. I'm a Bacolodian.
Siguro mas Bacolod ka pa sa akin.
Joke lang.
Pasado ba, Ina?
Pasado. Bacolod stamp of approval.
Thank you. Parang ibang Indian stamp.
Oo nga.
Stamp. Nine for flavor. Nalalasahan ko yung smokiness. It has great char. Crispy yung skin. And I taste the slight tang to it. So I really like the flavor on this. I've been here like 4 years ago. I was with my family. And wala pa masyadong tao nun eh. And I remember, hindi siya memorable for me. Medyo maputa yung chicken that time. And para sa amin, medyo nakulangan lang kami sa flavor. But right now, I can say na nasarapan na ako.
It's well seasoned and done well. And the marinade kasi, tumagos siya. Juiciness and texture, it's a 10-2. It's primarily because they cook it from raw. I get it, it's more efficient to do it pre-cooked. Pero when you pre-cook something, any protein, it takes away the moisture. Mas mabilis siya maubusan ng moisture kapag niluto na siya ulit. Or especially if it stands. Kaya ito, from raw hanggang dulo, yes, you will have to wait, but I think it's worth it. Authenticity, well, I gave it a 10, only because, this is as close to what I can remember.
I am so at home when I'm here. I'm not just at home, but I'm like in heaven. Kasi, yeah, it's the epitome of what Inasal is, and this is my rating. 10, 10, 10, 9. 9 lang sa overall experience kasi as Chef Marks mentioned, mahaba pila but that's due to the cooking time, no?
Yeah.
Kasi you really have to perfect Inasal as good as this.
Sa akin, kaya 9 is, although hindi naman ako malakas sa kanin, pero I noticed out of all the inasalan that we've been to, ito yung parang half rice yung serving niya. But that's it. That's really it. I still think that the chicken here is worth the price.
10 siya for me, value for money.
So based on what we've tasted, I'm pretty sure wala nang nagbago sa mga decisions niya in life?
It's the same. It's the same.
Same? Ikaw?
Sa akin, nagbago.
Ako rin. Honestly, nagbago. I still really like Oks Manoks. But honestly, if there was a Chicken House Express near where I'm at, I would go there all the time.
More.
Very accessible yung JTs for us. Pero ngayon, nagbago na siya. And you introduced your favorite Mezmar. Nag-tie siya with my Chicken House Express. Sobrang lapit niya sa authentic Bacolod Inasal, and it became one of my favorites now.
Yeah, ako, same lang naman yung rankings ko, but I feel like yung nagbago lang was how I would look at it. Kasi now, may may criteria na, may percentages. But ako, whenever I eat there, siguro it's just the wow factor, the oomph.
When we do Show Me Yours, it's usually a collection of suggestions and like mga biases of
Correct.
people. And then we
There's
call
no
it
right
Own-
answer
yeah.
talaga,
Exactly.
no best.
Own judgment.
So one of the biggest points of Show Me Yours is to describe each place and try to match it with your own preference. Kung gusto mong mas maasim, dito ka. Dito ka sa
Correct.
salt, dito ka sa mas
Yes.
matamis. You can just choose. I love what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're always super honest with your reviews, and that's what we need right now. Like, ako bilang biktima ng mga reviews na hindi naman pala totoo, diba? I'm rambling. Again, Show Me Yours. We're just showing you our favorites, your favorites that we tried. And I hope you guys can suggest more places
Yes.
that we've missed.
Yes,
Keep them
yes,
coming.
yes.
Yeah.
Dami pa yan.
Or kung anong gusto nyong puntahan namin next. Nag-roast chicken ako, may fried chicken, inasal. Ano pa ba sunod?
Ay, nanis.
Hi, Nanis.
Ay, nanis. Diba? Malay mo yun.
Yes.
At the end of the day, Inasal isn't just about flavor.
It's technique, tradition,
and how it makes you feel when you take that first bite.